Hello Internet, I'm HamsterBomb and you are back for some more Ask Hamster. Anyway, let's just get on with it. Amazing! Whoever is voicing Zero in the intro is spot on, sounds just like him. Major, people on YouTube are curious who's actually voicing you.
Well, go on then, Snake. Tell them. It's time for my identity to be revealed.
Surprise, YouTube. I'm the Major. How much wood can a woodchucker chuck if a woodchucker could chuck wood? I mean, it's all just a theoretical assumption right now anyway, so I guess if that's the case, then just, you know, yay. Random questions. Favorite TV show? I don't really watch TV at all, I don't have time to, but the two shows that I am interested in seeing up to date with, or more like actually watch at all, because I'm not really up to date with anything. I've kind of watched loosely Daredevil. I really got to catch up on season 2 on Netflix, and The Walking Dead. I try and watch those when those come out, but I'm usually way too behind because I'm too busy. Favorite anime? Someone else actually has a question like that that's a little more in depth, so I'm going to save that one for later. Favorite movie? That's really hard to say because, once again, I don't really watch too many movies, but I've gotta say, just off the top of my head, I love The Emperor's New Groove. My favorite comic? I'm assuming you mean series by comic and not just like graphic novel fitted into single book. And if that's the case, it's Invincible. I love Invincible. It is so much fun. I love that book. That one is something that I will actually get and buy up to date and read. Not the single issues. I cannot be that on top of the game. Even the trades are coming out in points where I'm like, man, I'm not even fast enough to read this. How do you blow up a hamster? Well, there's all sorts of explosives. There's claymores, there's grenades, there's, oh my gosh, there's so many options. With a hamster bomb. Wait. Well, yeah, what else would you think I meant? After seeing more Zelda at E3 this year, are you excited for the new game? And if so, what are your main hopes for it? You'd be surprised how many people are asking me this on the channel. Even though I've only made one Zelda video technically for you guys on this channel, I did a lot of Zelda timeline work on my last channel and on this one as well. Obviously, I made another Zelda timeline. And I really enjoy the series. There's a Hylian shield back behind my head and a Master Sword. I don't know where that one went. I don't want to lose that. But still, yes, I really love Zelda and I really want to play that game. But there is a video I have planned for this in particular that I can't tell you guys or else it would just spoil it. So I'm gonna try and keep my mouth shut, even though I really want to tell you guys. All hail the mighty parentheses! Praise be unto all that it encloses. HamsterBomb, a humble YouTuber who always talks to his subscribers. You are one rare, shiny YouTuber. But if I'm a shiny, that means that I'm going around in the games and rounding up all the other shinies and then putting them in cages and locking them in boxes forever. It's like I'm like the shiny Hitler. What are your thoughts, concerns, and anticipations for Zelda Breath of the Wild? Once again, I really want to tell you guys what I wanted to do for this, but I can't because it would spoil my big idea. But at the very least, just to answer that concern, I am excited for it. I think it looks great compared to the other Zelda content they have been coming out with recently. And I think it's getting back to what the game really needed to be doing like a decade ago. Also, I don't think I said this, but I still think your Zelda timeline was more well put together than Nintendo's. Well, thanks. It took a really long time, and honestly, I really feel like Nintendo pulled that one out of their bungholes right when they were, trying to make a timeline to appease the fans. Really, that's all they were trying to do. And their timeline really didn't make sense. And it was really unfair to the fans, I think, for what they did. But anyway, regardless, link to the Zelda timeline video that I made. That's actually kind of an older video by now, but still, I don't think there's any more for the timeline things that I have to address, so at the very least, that still applies. And because of that, I don't need to talk at all about the new Zelda game for how it applies to this. If you watch the video, no, it doesn't matter what they do anymore. But still, really excited for that other video. I need to tell it. I just noticed that's a pretty cool headset. Thanks, it's actually got little hamster bombs on it, on either side. I don't even remember exactly what kind this is. It's like a Skull Crusher, technically, I think they're called. I had another pair, and it was really awesome. Kim actually won it in some, I don't know, a word thing, a random lottery thing at her job, and it was amazing. You can see me wearing it in like the second half of the God of War Let's Play, because we're both wearing headsets. I think, yeah, I think that's when you see it. And it was great. I loved that one, and I really wanted to put Hamster Bomb stickers on and go for it, but it only worked for like 2 days, and then we had to bring it back. And then I've been waiting for like half a year trying to get it back, because I'm like, Kim, did they bring you the replacement of the headsets yet? I really want that better headset. And she's like, no, I forgot to ask him. Like, please. Got a Monster Hunter question. 1. Which would you rather fight? A giant bug creature that lives in the frozen seaway that controls thunder and dragon energy, does ice and paralysis, and hits like a truck, or an apex creature that has an unavoidable poison beam? Well, Pyros, you know from my Monster Hunter videos, I don't really care what I fight. I will run blindly into anything, and I'll just bring probably the wrong weapon and the wrong skills and the wrong equipment, and I'll just go for it. And somehow, throughout the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate series, I didn't die doing that. But I'm gonna do it again for Monster Hunter Generations. Let's see how that goes. Hamster, did you ever play Kingsfield, the ancient city? If you did, you should make a Let's Play of it. No, I didn't. So I guess that means I shouldn't. People ask me all the time to play random games that they really like, and I really can't just say yes to everything like that. I mean, I have so many things that I have planned out for the channel at certain intervals. I have things scheduled for every single day that you guys get, so I really can't be like willy-nilly adding new games and stuff unless it was like a collab thing that another YouTuber wanted to do and they were like doing all of the editing for it, and even still that means I have to allot a certain amount of time to even record that with them. So it's a lot to ask of somebody like that. I know it doesn't really seem like it when it's just a comment on YouTube, but that's really asking for a lot. Give me back my sunglasses! Screw you, Matt. Maybe you should stop leaving things in my house, man. Hey, look, I think I have your DS charger too. Also mine now. Would you consider making vlogs, daily routine, etc.? Absolutely no for daily routine, because there's no way I'd be able to record, edit, and upload more stuff daily. You guys get an insane amount of content on my channel. It's like, I make enough content to be like a million subscribed at least YouTuber, and I still pump out this much content constantly. I know a lot of you guys are saying, wow, you should really have more YouTuber like subscribers than this, and I'm like, well, I mean, not to try and answer that question instead, but it doesn't really bother me too much. Like, I'm just trying to make content because I enjoy it and I really love doing it, and however many people are watching it is how many people are watching it, you know? So it'd be great if there was a ton of people watching it. I would love that, but the thing is, you know, with how many people here, I'm content with it because I wanted to make it for myself anyway, but still, I make a lot of stuff. And making a routine of a daily vlog would be really insane. Though I am planning on doing a lot more that are like where I was drawing on the walls with the markers and the crayons and stuff, and showing you around my new house. That kind of stuff I will do occasionally. I'm not saying that I won't do vlogs at all like that. I even made a new playlist on my channel that says vlogs, I believe. And I'd like to add more to it, but daily, heck no. There's so much more I gotta do. I'm gonna have like a good plan or an idea in mind that doesn't really fit into any gaming category that's gonna go into as a vlog technically. So yes, there will be more, but heck no, not daily. I have a question. What came first, the Pokemon or the egg? Actually, it was the ditto. We are growing more power to the hamster. Then hi, Lyric. Did you call your channel Hamster Bomb just so you could name your character H-Bomb? Actually, no, not at all. I did not want to name my character H-Bomb, and I really thought a long time about that before I ever changed or called any characters H-Bomb, and kind of regret doing it. If you guys can tell now, I started calling my characters Hamster instead, which is a lot more tasteful than H-Bomb. Yes, it abbreviates my name, and that's what the joke was, but the thing is, it's still... Let's just keep it at Hamster, so no, if anything, I'm trying to avoid that. If you put this comment in the next Ask Hamster episode, I will get very mad at you. Do it. I don't care. I don't care. I get thousands of hate comments a day. I don't care. I don't care. Do you watch anime? Ooh, here comes that anime question I promised you. If yes, what's your top 3 anime? Can be in random order. That's kind of hard to say because, like I said, I don't really have time to watch anything anymore, though I used to a good amount, so I can at least say with good confidence, and I'm not stalling, Gurren Lagann, Rurouni Kenshin, and Death Note. Though I mainly read Rurouni Kenshin and Death Note. In fact, I don't even think I watched their... No, I did watch their animes, but I read them first. So, anime, Gurren Lagann, and if I really gotta start saying other ones that I only watched, I don't know, the original Dragon Ball series, and, insert other random stuff. I don't know, the Miyazaki films. Please place theory in your title. It's being constructed as news, which isn't correct, and it's close to being clickbait. Thanks. Okay, we need to have a discussion about what clickbait actually is. Now, I'm not gonna try and defend the fact that I was doing that. I was not trying to disguise a video that was not what I was showing on a thumbnail, which is what clickbait is. Clickbait, it comes from the phrase bait and switch. It's like if you went to a store and you wanted to buy like a TV, and the box had a TV on it, and then you buy it, you go home, you open it up, and there's like bananas in it. That would be a complete lie of what you bought, and like, that's obviously not gonna happen, it's a ridiculous example, but still. YouTube does stuff like that, and it used to. People would put up thumbnail images and titles that had nothing to do with the video just so they would get tons of clicks. People did that all the time, and they started to call it clickbaiting. People nowadays, like a decade later, are just throwing the term around really loosely, and it doesn't apply anymore. Okay, so like I make a video that, okay, could have the bait aspect, you could say, and the bait and switch, but the thing is there was no switch. If anything, the bait was just good marketing. You know what I mean? So that's not true, and if anything, you're saying to add theory to the video in order to change it. For one, I do appreciate that this person in particular that I pulled out was not trying to be offensive and actually was just being dead honest and trying to clearly state their opinion. Thank you for doing that, by the way. But still, adding theory to it, I'm not going to keep trying to conforming to what everybody says. Like, we live in an age where everyone's easily offended and everything could be misused and you have to write things perfectly so they can't be misinterpreted. I'm like, geez, okay, look, the video was clear enough. I have two of them that people are really calling clickbait, and they're mainly because there's tons of people watching them and people just call anything clickbait anymore. One of them is the video where I'm talking about the Shiny Lock starters potentially being locked in Sun and Moon. And that video ends in a question mark. Okay, now, what news article ends in a question mark? And the other one that people complain about is the shiny hunting in Pokemon Go, which ends in discussion. Either way, like, it's not telling you, it's not presenting you one thing and giving you another, which is what clickbaiting is. And like I said, people are throwing it around really loosely, and it kind of makes me mad that people seriously just think that, like, the YouTube creators are all out there to just appease them and give them, you know, this content in a perfect box. Like, if all of the content of the video could be crammed into a thumbnail and a title, it would never be worth clicking on ever, which means there's no point for us to even make a video. Why would there even be a video if it could be so simply given out such as that? Like, seriously, that is something that really bothers me with how people don't seem to understand how YouTube works, or they don't understand what the word clickbait even means. So, whatever, mini rant, but that really bothers me. Name a Pokemon happy, please and thanks. Okay, a lot of people are asking me in Pokemon Randomizer to add different names into the hats, which I've got right here actually, but the thing is, I'm not just going to be adding random names based on what is in the comments below, and I try to say that each time I pull something out, but you know, I'm always excited when we do that. But at the very least, just so I can say it again here, if you want to add a name to the hats for Pokemon Randomizer, all you need to do is leave a donation of any amount on my capture card fundraiser page. I'm going to leave links down in the description for you guys. And if you leave a donation on there, for every $1 you donated, you can send me another name. You can send it either as a comment through YouTube and let me know. I might lose it that way, just warning you though. And if you let me know on the GoFundMe page, you can actually leave a comment from there, and that definitely will get to me. So I would recommend leaving it that way. But anyway, yeah, that's how you leave the names for the hats, and it's really awesome because it's really exciting. We're trying to get this capture card, and we're really close to it, guys. We're really close. Hey, when you get the game, do you think you could play with your subscribers? I believe he's referencing Monster Hunter Generations, and I would say yes. Yes, I would. If I could get the capture card going, that would also give me the ability to stream on the 3DS, and when I can stream on the 3DS, then I can also stream using my webcam, so I'm not using two different cameras that have to stream, like my computer, It's kind of technical, but I kind of would need the 3DS to stream itself. I can't use my actual filming camera to film the 3DS the way I've been jerry-rigging this whole thing, and my webcam at the same time to try and stream through it. I need the 3DS to do it. And if I could, yeah, so that would effectively remove hunting with Hamster, and instead I would have like Twitch events where you guys can hunt with me and we can just do random guild stuff that is before or current anything that I have hunted or have already hunted in Monster Hunter Generations for guild extra stuff. I'm not going to fight new monsters that way, because this is obviously going to be happening towards the beginning of Monster Hunter Generations, if we can get the capture card going really soon. So yes, to answer that really long-winded question, yes, you were wrong. Everyone just drives. Oh well. Okay, wow. I can't believe how many people are saying this on my hunting shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go video. First of all, I made that video before Go was even released. People were beta testing it at this point, and okay, they were not even saying too much about how it would work while driving. Pokemon might have been changing things as they were beta testing it, so it's not even fair to say that I was wrong, and people, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe how many people are telling, oh, you're so wrong, you can do it while driving, you're so stupid. Okay, well, I even made another video talking about how dangerous it is to do while driving, and it's crazy how many people are. And the worst part is, these people are usually the dumbest people because they don't realize how dangerous that is. And there's tons of them. I'm not kidding. Like, they say like they're not even ashamed that they're putting other people in danger, much less themselves, by trying to play this game while they are driving. And there's lots of people who do this, like I said. Check that video, and then check the other video I made that's talking about how people need to stop driving while they're playing Pokemon Go. It's kind of crazy. Hamster, sub to me, please. P.S. You're the best. Okay, I get people asking me this all the time, too, if I can sub to them, if they'll sub to me, and I'll be like, okay, wait a minute. First of all, I don't want to discredit you by giving you a sub that doesn't really mean anything. A subscriber is special if there's someone who is going to come back and keep watching your content. That's why it's helpful, that's why we want to know. Subscribing, it's free because it's just helpful for the YouTube creator to know how many people he's making his content for, he or she. So me subscribing to you really doesn't mean anything because I'm not going to be able to watch your content all the time. So, and two, why do you have to like try and threaten me to give me one more subscriber? Like I said, like if you weren't gonna be watching my content all the time anyway, then don't subscribe, you know? So that's kind of silly, and I know I kind of phrased that differently than what you said here, but a lot of people are phrasing it that way. I just kind of grabbed this one because there's so many people who really ask me this, and I'm like, why? You got 1,000 subscribers in 3 days! I'm so happy for you. Your channel is going to get so big! I know, right? It's unbelievable. There's so many people flooding to the channel right now. It's really crazy, and fortunately I've been able to keep up with all the subscriber shout-out videos that I've been trying to do. Oh my gosh, there's so many people who are just flooding in, but I do want to make sure I get to thank everybody because, like I said, it's really special for me to be able to keep making the content for all of you guys, and for that number to keep going up, for the audience to be increasing. It's crazy. It's really exciting. I'm really enjoying making all this content for you guys. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it just as much. This time through, we had a lot of more like complaint stuff that I wanted to get covered and ask Hamster. I'm sorry about that, but I kind of had to dig them through because they're getting asked so much. I'm like, guys, please stop. Think for a moment. Most of them were like, no, guys. But well, some of them were really bothering me. You know, when I've got to go through my content and try and respond to comments, and I try and do it every day, multiple times a day. That's something that you guys can clearly tell. I do different from other subscribers, I'm sorry, other YouTubers. I really take a ton of time reading every single comment and replying to most people. It depends if they ask me something or not. And I'll actually go through and even make videos like this. I'll actually talk to you guys too. So there's a ton of stuff I want to be doing, and the more people on the channel makes it tougher for that, but I am still going to try and do my absolute best in order to do that. Unfortunately, the sad day came when I had to turn off the notifications from YouTube on my cell phone, which was upsetting, but the thing is, it was just because it was literally going I would never know, like, when someone's actually texting me, when someone's calling me, or if it's YouTube, more than likely, just going berserk. Which, I know, it's kind of a problem. It's really sad for that, but I still get to go. I have different apps that let me reply to everybody and stuff like that, and I always go back on YouTube and I filter through everything a second time to make sure that I got to see everything, because through the apps I use, it never shows me if someone actually replied to something that I said. It just lets me see it the one time and then it's off my feed, which stinks. I really hope they fix that soon. It really stinks because I can't hold conversations with people anymore. So if you left a comment and I replied to you and you said something back to me asking a question, or if there was something other important that you really wanted me to say and I didn't reply to you, that's probably why. I probably didn't see it. Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. But anyway, that answer kind of got really long-winded and out of hand. But anyway, yes, we're going really well on the channel. Bye-bye. But anyway, for now, that is all the time we have for Ask Hamster. So if you would like me to read your comment for the next video, leave it as a comment down in the description below, and I will respond to it in one way or another. But for now, that's all the time we have. So thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next episode of Ask Hamster. See you.